Hey guys, it's Alyssa, and today I'm going to be showing you a half drugstore, half high-end makeup tutorial for cheer competition makeup. And this is what my cheer competition makeup is, except I don't wear red lipstick, I wear pink lipstick, but I just did it anyway because a lot of cheerleaders wear red lipstick. And totally swap out the eyeshadow colors for your team colors. If your colors are blue and black, then use blue on your eyelid, black in the crease. If your colors are pink and purple, you know, just kind of swap out the colors that I did, and this will be sure to be an awesome makeup look for you. And quick, pause this video, think which side do you think is the high-end side? Which one do you think is the drugstore? Honestly, for me, it's so hard to tell, but let me give you a little close-up. All personal space is gone right now. I'm like up in your face. Here's even the lips. The lips are like spot on. Comment down below which one you think it is right now and tell me, or you can wait till the end of this video and tell me if you were right or wrong and what you think about it and all that stuff. So yeah, one of the main reasons I made this video is because wearing a full face of like out there competition makeup doesn't have to be so expensive. You can totally get the same exact look for like $1 billion cheaper. Like I made one whole half of my face for like pretty much half the price probably. Haven't done the math yet, but I will do it soon. So yeah, hopefully you guys find some good dupes for makeup products that we probably both love. And so if you want to see how to get this look and which side is which, just keep watching. So the first thing we're going to do is foundation, and on the drugstore side, I'm going to be using the Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation by Maybelline. I'm just going to put this on the back of my hand because it does not have a pump, and I sort of like this foundation. I don't reach for it a lot, but it is a pretty good drugstore alternative for a matte foundation. I'm just going to dot this on this side of my face. For cheer competition makeup, you really want to like give yourself a pretty full coverage look, since you are going to be up against the bright lights and the judges and you want them to see you very well. So I'm just going to blend this side in with a regular beauty blender and blending it down my neck as well. So that's this side of my face with the Fit Me foundation. Then on the high-end side of my face, I'm going to be going in with the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Matte Foundation. And this has always been a really big favorite of mine. And this doesn't have a pump either, so I'm just going to put this on the back of my hand and apply this with dots as well. We'll see. I've never compared these two. See how much acne I have right there? I've never compared these two foundations, but when I think about it, they are probably going to be really similar because they are both supposed to be long wearing and a matte formula, so we'll see how it goes. I don't know if these are the same exact color. This one might be a little darker than Maybelline, but we're just gonna have to work with it. Okay, so this half of my face is Maybelline Fit Me. This half is Tarte Amazonian Clay. Do you see a big difference? Do you like have a favorite side? I don't know what I'm feeling right now. I feel like they kind of look similar. I feel they have like the same finish, like matte but not completely matte. But next up, we're going to be doing concealer, and on the drugstore side, I'm going to be taking my favorite, the Maybelline Better Skin Concealer, and I used this in my last makeup video. I think it was the last video I even posted, and I really love this one. I'm just going to be applying this under my eyes, and again, I don't do this makeup like all the time. This is cheer competition makeup. You gotta shine, girl. This is a pretty lightweight concealer. I would not compare it to the high-end concealer I'm going to be using, but this is what we're going to be using today. I'm going to be taking my Nars Creamy Radiant Concealer. And this is in the shade Custard, if you're wondering. And again, I'm going to be applying that under my eyes. Okay, now I'm looking really weird because I don't normally wear foundation, as most of you know, And when I'm just wearing foundation on my face, it just looks so weird. So on the drugstore side for powder, I'm going to be taking the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, and this is in the shade Nude Beige, and I'm just going to be lightly dusting this on the drugstore half of my face. Next up on the high end side, I'm going to be using the Benefit Professional Agent Zero Shine Powder. Take the brush in the end and then apply this to your face. Next thing we're going to be doing is bronzer. And on this side, I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. bronzer in St. Lucia. And this is a very well-used bronzer by me, as you can tell, and I'm just going to intensely carve out my cheekbones because I love to use a lot of bronzer for cheer competitions because I just love having that like super tan, super sculpted look for cheer competitions. I'm sure, don't we all? Like, I like go pretty ham with the bronzer and blush. Cheer competition makeup is the best makeup. So as you can see, put a pretty decent amount of bronzer on my face. I don't know if it's like picking up on camera. Then here on the high end side, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer and swirling my brush in it and heavily applying this to my cheeks. And I feel like this one takes a lot less time to build up. Like, I got like a really sharp line really fast, I feel. And with the e.l.f. bronzer, it seems that you have to take a little more work. But yeah, just going to apply that in the same places. Next for blush, I'm going to be taking the NYX Powder Blush in the shade Pinched on this side of my face. And I'm just going to heavily-ish apply this on the apple of my cheeks. And this may be like not as heavy for some people as it is to me, but I normally don't wear this much makeup. I don't know. Actually, it's pretty heavy. Like, look. Does that not look like a cheer competition cheek to you? I don't even know if this is picking up on camera. I wish you can see how, like, vibrant that is. On the high-end side, I'm going to be taking the Becca Champagne Splits Mineral Blush thing. And it has Prosecco Pop on one side and a blush on the other. It's like a really hot pink shade. It's literally the same shade as the NYX one. It's like a literal dupe. So I'm just going to be taking a lot of this. And woo! Cheeking up those cheeks. I'm finally going to do my eyebrows. I've been waiting this whole time to do them because it's weird seeing myself with like a caked face of makeup and like no eyebrows. On the drugstore side, I have the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and if you love the Anastasia Brow Wiz, this is literally an exact dupe, so I highly, highly recommend it. And I'm just going to fill in my eyebrows with this. I honestly usually don't wear eyebrow pencils to cheer competitions. I usually use like a dip brow or something because it's heavier. And you know, when you wear like heavy eye makeup, you have to have heavy eyebrows to like balance it out. And eyebrow pencils give you kind of a natural look, but I'm gonna try to make it look like intense. And plus, this is a lighter shade than the dip brow I'm gonna be using. So there's this drugstore eyebrow filled in with the NYX pencil. Next, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade on the high-end side of my face. What I'm actually going to do is on the drugstore side, I'm going to be taking my drugstore eyeshadow palette, which is this e.l.f. one right here. And I'm going to be taking a dark brown shade and just darkening up my eyebrow because my other one is just so much darker, in real life at least. I think that that's the best match we're gonna get. On the drugstore side, again, we're going to be using this e.l.f. palette. My school colors are black and gold, so I usually use dark brown eyeshadow and gold like on the lid. So what I'm going to be doing is taking a dark, like medium-ish brown color from the e.l.f. palette and putting that in my crease. And on the high-end side, we are going to be using the shade Warm Taupe from the Modern Renaissance palette. They're literally like the exact same color. Okay, switching back to the drugstore side, I'm going to be taking a darker brown color from that e.l.f. palette and putting that in my outer V. And then jumping over back on the other side, I'm going to be taking the shade Antique Bronze from the Renaissance palette and doing the same thing in the V shape. Okay, so back to the drugstore side, what we're going to do is we're going to take a dark color, like almost black. There's not a black in this palette, so I can't use a black, but I'm going to literally like draw a, like, I don't know, draw a V, like, you feel me? After you draw that V, I'm just going to blend it out. And with the Modern Renaissance palette, I'm going to be taking the shade Cypress Umber and doing the same exact thing. Now on the drugstore side, for the lid, I'm going to be taking a gold color and I'm going to be using this one right here and applying that on my lid with my fingers. And over on this side, we're going to take Primavera from the Modern Renaissance palette and also apply that on our lid. I'm noticing this is a lot more pure gold and this is a lot more like really light gold. So I'm going to go over this side with another color from the e.l.f. palette, like just a frosty white one, just to balance it out. I'm just going to take my blending brush and go through the crease. Next thing we're going to do is take the darkest colors we used in both of the palettes, so Cypress Umber for the high-end side, and heavily put that under your lash line. The other dark color, like all these colors in the e.l.f. palette are unnamed, so I don't know. Then take the lightest color you used and pop that in your inner corners. So I'm going to be using this light gold color from the e.l.f. palette, and I'm going to be using Primavera on the high-end side. Moving on to eyeliner, I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner on my high-end side. And on the drugstore side, we're going to be using the NYX Felt Tip eyeliner. Next, I'm going to be applying lashes, and for both of the sides, I'm going to be using the Ardell 105 Glamour Black eyelashes. And I always put mascara on before and after eyelashes, so on this drugstore side, I'm going to be using the Falsies Push Up Angel Mascara. But mascara is on, and now I think my eyelash is pretty much dry. Apply that to my upper lash line. This is a white eyelash glue that dries clear, but I prefer the black one. I'm going to be using the Clinique High Impact Mascara on this high-end side over here. And now we are going to apply our other eyelash. Sorry if like the camera angle changed. I ran out of batteries and I had to go get more. But yeah, so I put on my eyelashes, then I'm just going to top it off with another coat of mascara just to bind the real lashes with the fake ones. And I'm going to be using those same mascaras that I used on both sides of my face. Going in with the Maybelline on this side. And the Clinique on this side. And we are to the second to last step now, highlighter. And on the Drugstore side, I have the Sephora Stardust Highlighter. I don't know if we all consider Sephora brand a drugstore or not, but some people do on YouTube. I watch them and they say Sephora brand is drugstore, and I don't really know, but I do know that they're less expensive than like Tarte, Hourglass, Chanel, you know, all that high-end stuff. So I'm gonna say it's drugstore. It's the closest thing to drugstore highlighter I have. Because if you like watch a lot of videos or you like makeup, you know that there are not a lot of drugstore options for highlighters, or at least that are known and good. So I'm just going to apply this to the tops of my cheekbones as heavily as I possibly can, because we all love a freaking good glow, don't we? And because I always highlight the tip of my nose, I am going to highlight half of the tip of my nose, if that's even possible. Did I do that? And on this side, I am going to use that split pan and use the Becca Prosecco Pop highlighter and apply that to the tops of my cheekbones, also as decently heavy as I can. And chin, and other half of the nose. There we go. And here we are at the end, and the last thing to do is the lips. And I'd say like a lot of all-star high school like cheer competition makeup involves red lipstick, so that's what I'm going to be using today. My specific high school cheer makeup, we wear actually like light pink lipstick, but I'm gonna go with red. So on the Drugstore side, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild lipstick in Spotlight Red, and that sounds just like a cheer competition makeup red. I actually used this for my first cheer competition. Oh my, that bleeds a little. So I have that lipstick on half of my lips, and I can say that I've never done this before. I've never applied red lipstick on only half of my lips, so you can check that off the bucket list. And here on the high-end side, I'm using the Urban Decay lipstick in 714. Oh my god, that's so awesome. And this is what it looks like. There is a huge texture difference. I'm so sorry if I was painting you with the sight of those like crusty foundation lips, because I honestly hate that, but it's all gone now because I got my red lipstick on. So tell me what you guys think. Here is the Drugstore side of my face. Here's the high-end side of my face. Oh my god, like, they honestly look pretty much the same to me. Like, I could walk out like this and it won't be a huge deal. So yeah, reinforcing, this is cheer competition makeup. This ain't your regular makeup, or at least for me it's not. This is not, you know, this is not what I wear to school, you know? It's not what I wear to cheer practice. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope like you found some like helpful like dupes maybe for makeup, because like cheer competition makeup doesn't have to be expensive. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye everyone.